Hi, this is Bharat Burgaju. Today we're going to explain the solution for the nonlinear models. So from here, we're going to start. First, we're going to import the make regression and make circles from the sklearn. And we're going to import from the library as a plotting function. We use a plot for the visualization. And we're going to import the matplotlib library from library. So after that, we're going to import train test split. After that, we're going to use and we're going to import SVC from the sklearn as it is. So here we gonna use numpy values as an NP. So as I already said, uh, so here for this for this nonlinear data we're gonna take two classes, and for this the data we are taking at least the 100 examples for making a circle. So after that we're going to generate two values as two classes as x and y. So x as a features and y as a labels. So and here y we denote as we assume as 1, where we're going to denote as a positive value. So y is equal to 0, as we're going to denote that as negative values. So here we taking the y is equal to 1, where for the positive index values. So y is equal to 0 for the non-index negative values. For plotting the data, we're going to write this code. And here we are using the figure of 10:7. The 10 is a x and y ratio. So here we are taking the 80 dot per inch, the dotted representation for the dotted lines. So here we are using positive index values and negative index values as x and y. So here for the labeling we use red and blue colors. So here we are giving the positive for the right one, and for the negative values we are giving the blue. So for the labeling we're gonna assume is as a positive examples, and for the blue one we're gonna negative. For the blue one we're gonna denote it as a negative examples. So after for the visualization we're gonna label as x1 for the positive values and x2 for the negative values for the labels. So and after plotting, uh, so here is the code. Yeah, where I've already said y is equal to 1 for the positive values and y is equal to 0 as the negative values. After getting plotting, we're getting a circle for this. The middle red circles denoted as a positive examples for the positive values, and the blue dotted lines as a negative values. So here, so here the data is split into two parts. So the first part will be the 80% and for the training session, and the next 20% will be the testing session. So here for the variables of the data, we're gonna use as xtrain, xtest, and ytrain and ytest. So here we are using SVC, the classifier, and the three classifiers are linear and poly and RBF kernel. So for this, the 80% we're gonna classify into x and x test and y train and y test. So first of all, we're gonna divide the data of 80% into the x train and x test. Here we use test size of 0.20 as 20% of testing session. So and for this code, we're gonna take the 42 for the random state, and for the SVC, we're gonna for, for linear, we gonna denote it as a x train and y train. So positive and negative values for same as it is for the poly and for the RBF kernel. Uh, and we're gonna print all these linear, poly, and RBF the test values. So after that, after printing, we're gonna get linear as a 0.3 and poly as a 1, and the RBF as 1. So here the linear of 0.3 we are getting less. Further for the visualization of circles, red and blue, is less when compared to the linear and poly. So his code and visualization and my understanding. Thank you.